Hey guys, it's Freshy and we have some interesting updates about Marvel Rivals, so let's see what we have. First of all, what the hell are these hitboxes? And we all know that hitboxes is pretty major problem for the Marvel Rivals in general, but that is so damn overwhelming now. It's basically similar with each hero, and here a showcase of the Moon Knight trying to headshot Luna Snow when he trying to drop some headshots at the same time without moving his crosshair at all. And some of the hits are registered properly and other just missing. So that obviously shows how inconsistent your aiming could be, even if you're really good at it, right? So I think that this is obviously a big problem, and we definitely need developers to do something about that, because right now it might be super frustrating. It might be the reason why people throw in the game and just stop playing it in general, because they just can't do shit. And it's not their fault as a kind of skill issue or something like that, but it's because the game is broken. And well, nobody likes and wants to play broken games, right? So in my opinion, that should be prioritized now, instead of some skins or maybe some new cosmetics, new bundles, new event passes and stuff like that. We need really decent moves from developers in terms of fixing the game. And I hope that Season 3 will bring it to us, because we desperately need this. Anyway guys, share your thoughts in the comments down below. Now, another big drop, and this is about Marvel Rivals rank distribution. We all know that previously we had some problems, and honestly now it's still the same. At least for the PC version of the game. As you can see, the biggest part of the players are in the bronze, and it's kinda obvious, but the second biggest drop is the Grandmaster 1, with the 50.7k people in this specific rank. So it's obviously not a great representation of the game. I mean, we have silver and gold and even diamond and platinum much lower compared to the Grandmasters. And honestly, I don't know how is this even the case, because, well, I don't think that the major part of players are bronze or Grandmasters, right? It's a pretty huge gap. So in my opinion, that's really a big problem for the game currently, and we need something to do about this issue. Again, similar to the hitboxes problem, I hope that Season 3 will bring us really big fixes, because otherwise, right now we have really bad situation. And given the fact that game losing a little bit of the players with time, which is kinda natural experience for a lot of multiplayer games and games in general, but I think that this also affects it quite a lot. And hopefully we will get it fixed sooner than later. But anyway guys, tell me what your rank is. Now, continuing to buff in Moon Knight may lead to problems in Season 3. Honestly, the health increase for the Moon Knight makes sense, as he needed a way to survive longer against flying characters appearing in almost every team you see in the Season 2.5. With the Season 3 though, additional buffs to Moon Knight could make him far too strong if applied incorrectly. Out of the many possible ways Marvel Rivals could buff Moon Knight, and here are some ways it could lead to the character easily become overpowered. Making Moon Knight ultimate ability cost less energy, increase the damage from Moon Knight's Crescent Dart, reducing the cooldown of the Moon Knight's Ancient Ankh ability, increasing the radius of Moon Knight Ancient Ankh ability. And developers might do this because, again, I already mentioned this pattern that when we get some skins for some characters, especially it's legendary skins and they're kind of iconic for new characters, developers tend to buff these characters way too much. And this usually leads to some big problems, because, well, when a character is overpowered, everyone play them, everyone crying about them, and everyone want them to be nerfed. We already had this situation with Spider-Man previously. Also, we had same stuff with other characters who were annoying, like Hawkeye and Luna Snow team-up ability, or in the previous seasons we also had similar situations with other characters too. So I just think that it's definitely need to be addressed, and well, it might be way too big problem for some characters, especially for characters who are relying on staying together. For example, if you play in the Moor and you have some monsters around, obviously Moon Knight is a perfect counter. Also, if you're playing behind the shielding one wards, Moon Knight is again really good to fight and counter them. And with increase of his power overall, it might be just unbearable for some comps. So guys, tell me what you think about the Moon Knight recent buffs, and let's continue. Hey guys, to celebrate new Season 3 stars soon, I make 5 event passes giveaway. To participate, subscribe to this channel and like and comment any video. Then stay tuned and watch my videos to see the winner. Winners will be revealed in 5 days. Thank you for your support and good luck. So, some of people just dropped the new concept of the Magneto plus Wolverine ultimate combo. I must say that this is hilarious, of course it's a funny spin, but honestly, quite a lot of people said that they would like to see that specific scene in the game because it looks kinda cool. It's reasonable because, well, why not? It looks funny, and it's kinda another boosting ability for the Wolverine which can throw him into the enemies, but at the same time, well, his ultimate ability combination is a little bit strange, because for the Wolverine mains to react on this one, it obviously will take some time, and Magneto ultimate is not really that long in the duration, so maybe it should work like something that should be preset before you use an ultimate of Magneto or something like that, or like it just automatically consumes Wolverine into this metallic ball and throw him around. Maybe it would be great stuff. We will see. In fact, developers really like to add some meme stuff in the game, like tralala, also some other team-ups and memes and emotes, which are heavily related to some memes from the community. Well, they might consider to make this type of the ultimate team-up someday, maybe in Season 3, so we will see how it will go. And you guys tell me what you think about this idea. Now next is an amazing showcase of the Nightcrawler. And unfortunately I don't know who is the artist of this masterpiece, but I think that this guy looks so damn badass and menacing. I think that this design is what potentially could be really good for the Marvel rivals compared to the classic dark and red one. I think that this one has more details, and including the fact that developers usually tend to make more detailed looks for some characters than they usually appear in the comics, that might be a really good way to implement Nightcrawler in the game. I also would like to see a little bit more daggers around him, maybe like 2 sabers as he usually used for some battles, but at the same time he might use his claws too. I think that would be also pretty cool, and in general that's just really interesting art. And teleporting abilities would be really great options to move around, so maybe he would be something like magic gameplay wise, and maybe even more annoying, who knows. But I think that we definitely need to make him a little bit more outstanding and not related heavily to the magic abilities, because otherwise it will be just a clone of the magic with other skin, right? So we all want some unique and interesting characters, and I hope that Nightcrawler will be one of them someday. So guys, tell me what you think about this concept art, and let's continue. So, for the Marvel Rivals Esports Arena, Ignite in America, NMSS beats Team Shroud with 3-0. That was kinda incredible match, so thank you for this absolutely amazing show. Now the second one, FlyQuest beats Envy 3-1. It also was quite a big fight, and it was insane performance by the FlyQuest, and they'll be heading to a match against 100 Thieves Esports next, and hopefully FlyQuest will be able to pull it out and put down the 100 Thieves down. So we will see how it will go, but let's see what we have besides. Also, 100 Thieves Esports beats Envy 2-0, and that was an easy game for the guys. So overall, I think that, well, most likely 100 Thieves will beat up again in this Ignite battle and will win the big prizes, but maybe something will change and we will see really outstanding performance from some other teams. So guys, tell me what you think, and let's continue. So, NetEase Games has expressed interest in the Nintendo Switch 2 port. So, since a version of the Overwatch 2 intended explicitly for the Nintendo Switch 2 currently doesn't exist, Marvel Rivals could take advantage of this by expanding to the platform sooner rather than later. After all, comparison between Marvel Rivals and Overwatch are inevitable. This makes sense since the two games often share overlapping communities. Even if NetEase Games' superhero shooter doesn't make it to the Nintendo Switch 2 before its competitor, it shouldn't keep it that way for long. As Marvel Rivals players count on Steam has been declining over time, it needs to expand its reach to renew interest and continue building a loyal player base. Remaining unavailable on the Nintendo Switch 2 would only be detrimental to this goal. And I absolutely agree with this statement. I think that Marvel Rivals should release the version of the game on the Nintendo Switch as soon as possible, because I think it's quite possible for the devs, so why not? And it would definitely provide a new audience for the game as well. So guys, it's all from me for this video. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you are, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to my channel for more amazing gaming content. See ya! Hey Rivalers! Sorry for interrupting, but only 1.7% of you subscribe to my channel. To support me and my channel, please subscribe and hit that like button. Thanks!